Oh boy, oh boy, this is marathon training, all right. Legs totally fatigued. So it's Thursday, week 3 of marathon training. Now we normally do our long runs on a Sunday, but this week we've switched it around because on Sunday we're going to be in an area in the country we don't know very well. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to do our long run workout on a known bit of trail close to our house. So today we have got 16 miles with 4 miles warm up and then 3 lots of 2 miles at marathon effort with 2 miles jog recovery, make it the 16. So what we're doing, we just walk up to a local trail and we're going to do a 4 mile section of it. So 4 miles up, 2 miles down at marathon pace, 2 miles recovery, and 2 miles up at marathon pace, 2 miles recovery, 2 miles down at marathon pace, 2 miles recovery, to end up at the same point we started. So yeah, week 3 of marathon training. Dawn is aiming for the Chester Marathon on the 6th of October, running for the England Masters, and I'm aiming for the Abingdon Marathon on the 20th of October, aiming to actually finish a marathon in one piece without ending up in hospital or moaning about the course. It's unwalkable, never mind unrunnable. Shoe choice today, we're both going for the shoes we hope to run our respective marathons in. For me, the Adidas Adios Pro 3s, and for Dawn, all those words, Pro 2s.
So this is the first time I'm wearing this particular pair of shoes. Probably not everybody's choice, but I have got 5 other versions or 5 other colours of these shoes, so I've been wearing them for about a year or so now. So I'm used to wearing the Pro 2s.
Yeah, and this is my 3rd pair of Pro 3s. Absolutely love them. They seem to get better with age, like a fine wine. They sort of hit the high point around 200 or 300 miles in, so I'm not averse to doing a few of the long runs during this marathon training block in the shoes I intend on race day. They have a very long shelf life compared to some other brands. Love the trail, this one, and it loads. It's the old Manchester to Sheffield Woodhead railway line, last used for trains in 1981, I believe. And now where we are, a whole 10-mile section from Wortley down there to Dunford Bridge up there, and as I said, we're using a 4-mile section of it today.
Just love summer running. It's not too hot today, it's just nice temperature.
21 degrees to be precise. So it's day 4 of us not being at work, and already we're feeling the benefit of really good sleep and, as I said, the flexibility of being able to do this run on a Thursday, which would obviously normally be a work day, rather than the Sunday, so all's good.
So we've plugged the session into our watches. Mine's into the Garmin, John's is into the Coros. That just allows us not to have to constantly look at our watches and just let it count down. It gives us a beep for the next part of the session.
Although I do constantly look down at my watch to monitor pace and everything else going on the lovely numbers on here. So it's been a pretty intense period of training so far on the schedule, this Ben Park schedule. Last Wednesday I did a progression run going into marathon pace and tempo. On Friday we did a track session, quite brutal in the heat last Friday. Sunday we did a long run with some marathon pace in it, and Tuesday we did another marathon-y pace progression run going into 3 miles tempo. So this will be the 5th focused run in the last 8 days. So the start of the Penistone Park run now, goes around this field and up the railway. Then I think some of you will be interested in the view we get today on the right as opposed to the view we would have had in 1965, again an early part of Penistone Park run course. There's an old signal keeper's cottage here, I think. Everybody calls it the White Cottage for reasons that should be obvious. So just under 1/4 of a mile to go now before we turn round and start the first 2-mile marathon effort section. And we're off. First 2 miles at marathon effort. 7:22 average for those two. It's okay. First part of the trail, the surface, I'm not a great fan of it. It's like a bouncy thing. I always find you lose about 10 seconds a mile on it. But hey ho, it's just training. Dawn's coming in now. Okay.
And recover.
OTE, super carbs gel on the recovery. 40 odd grams of carbs in these, I believe. Tropical flavour because it's summer. Yeah, this old railway line's on a bit of a slope, so the paces you do coming down, I think I averaged 7:22 for those 2 miles. You'd normally expect 20 seconds a mile slower coming up, so around 7:42. But we'll see how we get on. 2 miles, second one. Tough those two, 7:34 average I think, just about in range. Legs really feeling it now though. Hello.
Tough.
2 miles jog now, up the trail, before turning our final 2 miles of effort. So I admit it's starting to feel a bit woozy now, but let's do it. Dawn's about 30 second start. Oh boy, this is marathon training, alright. Absolutely rinsed there. Legs totally fatigued. Here comes Dawn. And we've got 2 miles cool down to do after this, and then refuel bigly, as Mr. Trump would say, and then go through the numbers for this session. First impressions of that session, Dawn?
Tough. It was okay. You?
Pleased I did it, but yeah, definitely the hardest one yet.
Yeah.
So session nailed to the numbers we anticipated, but a few even better ifs. For me, I would have fueled better. I normally take an OTE carb drink before this. It's a while since I've done any of these, so I didn't. And I felt a little bit of the fuel, particularly on the final miles.
Yeah, I think I would have brought an electrolyte drink with me.
Extra fueling for me, extra hydration for Dawn. Yeah, so each one of these sessions I nail is a step closer to me being able to think positively that I can nail a marathon in October. So long run last Sunday, long run workout today, so 2 big ticks in the long run positivity box.
So if you enjoyed this grueling session, please give this video a like.
So if you want to see how much this progress continues, then please subscribe to this channel to follow the rest of this marathon training series. So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
We're not sponsored, but if OT are watching,